You know what we're not gonna do? We're not gonna talk about my hair. Listen. Shh. Shh. Listen. Or my face. Good lord. Not my day to day. I took a shower, alright? Hair tie. Ooh, it's wet. After I washed my hair, and I mean like literally like the second that I walked from the shower to the bathroom floor, like I stepped out, grabbed the hair tie off my wrist, flipped my hair over, wrapped it into a bun, and just let the water drip down my neck while I was like drying off. You're probably like, oh, why didn't you just dry your hair? It's because I really didn't wanna. So even when I went to go dry it, I literally just wrapped a towel around my head. I left my hair in the bun, and I wrapped the towel around my bun, and I just went like that, literally for like 6 hours, and my hair's still wet, just because it was in that ball. I need to brush it, but we're gonna give it a minute. We're gonna give it a minute. And you're probably like, Madison, why haven't you posted? Yada yada yada. And the reason I haven't posted is because I'm trying to finish my classes. I've gotten 2 done. I need to get 2 more done. That's my goal today, is to get those two other ones done. Those other ones are basic world history, you know? Well, it's on honors world history and honors physical science. That's what I plan on doing. That's what I want to get done today, because I finished art history and sociology. And I'm trying so hard, literally clinging onto algebra with 1 point. One point. I'm not doing good. And you're probably like, oh, you do online school. Why don't you just like get a tutor? Here's the thing. I'm not slow. Clearly. I mean, I'm a little socially awkward. It makes me a little slow to jokes and stuff. So it's like if you make a joke, I'm just like, because I don't understand it sometimes. I catch on. All right? I catch on. Just takes a minute. I'm book smart though, right? I'm good in the books. I'm not good in person. I'm not good talking. But I'm not passing. I am passing, and just I'm passing by 1 point in algebra. Well, I think it's like 6 points. But to me, I have a C. Okay, I know you're like, oh, well, that's not failing. Okay, but that's failing for me because I have A's and B's in all my other classes. And it's not that I'm dumb. It's that I didn't pay attention, and that is simply my fault. I paid attention to none of it. And so now that I'm like actually trying to get it up to like at least a B, it's biting me in the butt now. Big time. Big time. Also, I got a Stanley because I fall into consumerism. I'm American. That's kind of what we do here. um yeah, but like I said, I haven't been posting because I've been busy studying. And I'm still studying Japanese. That's literally what I just got done with. If I can hold it right. Yeah. I'm almost at my 3rd unit, guys. I literally have one more lesson. Then I'm gonna do it. Good Lord. Do you guys want to see my savings jar? I'm saving for a car, and I don't want anybody else's help with it. I'm so broke out on this side, and it's literally because whoa, I just outed myself when I did that. It's because literally like 4 seconds before I opened up OBS, I was sitting here like, because I have that little, this guy, it's so dirty, and I sit there and I like pick at my skin. Uh, I know I'm trying to get out of the habit. I'm sorry. What was I gonna do? I was gonna show you my change jar. Now you're probably like, oh, Madison, that's weird. Why do you need a change jar? Like I said, saving for a car, need a change jar. Because I don't have a job. I know. I know. Don't look at my feet, you sickos. You're probably mad at me for that, but it's really hard for me to get a job where I live. But, alright, I'm gonna, okay, in October, I'm gonna start working. But I want to start saving now and not just when I do have a job, because Because I wanna. I don't know. Start early, I guess. It's in a dill pickle jar. Okay, you're probably like, well, why don't you go to get a baking account? Because I would have to have it opened under my dad's name. Pardon me, excuse me, that was a really loud spider. I would have to have it opened under my dad's name, and I don't feel like going under and doing all that extra work. And it's easier for me. I notice that I spend money more if I have it on a card. And you're like, that makes no sense. No, it does make sense because I spend a lot of time on my PC doing schoolwork and studying Japanese and that kind of stuff. So I get a lot of ads, and Temu and Wish and like Amazon and Shein all exist in my online, and it's so hard to not go buy things like duck slippers and um, cups I don't need, such as a Stanley and stuffed animals. I'm calling myself out right now. And wallets. I don't know. I'm sorry. Purses, wallets, slides, cups, stuffed animals. It's so hard for me not to order them. So I glued the I glued the jar shut. I glued it shut, and I'm gonna try to fill it up. And this is like my car fund. And even when I start working, I'm not gonna open it. When I'm working, um, I'm probably only gonna take like personally only take like $40 out of that whole paycheck, and the rest of it is going in the jar every month. It's going in the jar. You know why? So nobody can ask for me to lend the money. Nobody can. I personally can't spend the money because this is my one way of penny pinching. This is how I pinch pennies because that is literally like 75% pennies. There's a lot of Abrahams in there, bro. There's a whole lot of Abraham in there. Yep, whole lot of them. Yeah. But literally any change like around my house that I see, I snatch up. If it's a penny, I don't care. I snatch it up and I put it in that jar. I asked my dad because he also has a coin jar, but it's not glued shut. He just like puts his change in it, and I was like, "Yo, Dad, want to lend a girl all your pennies?" And he was like, "What do you need all my pennies for?" And I was like, "I'm saving my money up for a car." And he was like, "Okay." And he let me have all of his pennies, and he had a lot of pennies in that jar. Cause like you go to the store, you got like a $5 bill, and you want to buy a candy bar, and it's like, it's like $1.50, $2 for a candy bar. So like you get your change, and then you get your cash. Well, he puts all his change in the jar, because eventually it'll come to something. And so, he never uses his pennies. He only uses quarters because it costs money for us to do laundry, and it costs quarters. And when vending machines quarters, everybody goes for quarters. So I was like, I'll leave all your quarters alone, but I'm taking all the pennies. And he was like, so yeah, they got the pennies. And then I've been saving my change. I don't have much change because I don't spend much money with cash. Like I said, I'm a card fiend. So literally all of my change from the past like year and a half is in there. I know I need to stop ordering stuff online. Okay, I don't need you to tell me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay? Okay, I'm sorry. Alright? Alright. Anywho, I put the freaking microphone fluff on my finger and I just realized I did that. Um, but yeah, I'm saving my money up so I get a car, so I can get an apartment, you know? Gotta be a big girl. It's time to be a big girl. But I know where I'm gonna get a job at. I'm not gonna tell y'all. Why would I tell y'all where I'm getting a job at? So y'all can stalk me down or something? That's kind of weird. Don't be weird like that, bro. Um, Anywho, I'm gonna get a job someday. I'm just kidding. I know when I'm gonna get it. It's gonna be in October. It's not gonna be October. It's gonna be November. Uh, just a starter job because I've done like busted tables and like waitressing and that kind of stuff. That's not hard. Okay, I let me take that back. That is hard. Um, Especially if you're the only one on the floor. Like I've seen some waitresses absolutely strain themselves. Like they'll be working full 8 hour shifts, 12-hour shifts depending where they're working at. Like, and it's like if you give just a tip for y'all, if you're gonna tip a waitress, tip it in cash. Because if you tip it in like on a card, it gets taxed and they only get like I dropped my microphone fluff. And you only get like they only get like they get like half of it. So if you tip them like $1, they're gonna get 50 cents. All right. You tip them $2, they're gonna get like I don't know what half of $2 is. Okay, it's $1. um, but yeah, just tip cash if you have cash. Now if you don't, okay, the thought that counts. Ignore the microphone puff on my finger. If you don't have cash, you then okay, go use your card. It's the thought that counts because a lot of people don't tip at all. They just like some people will order like $200 worth of food and then they'll be like, a tip? What is that? I'm like, anyways, it's dry season over here in the United States of America. It was dry season here in the United States of America, and you're like, man, I watch dry season. Dry season is when it's the hardest time to get a job, which is winter, especially in the food industry, like social working and stuff, whatever, like waitressing, cooks, that kind of stuff, because nobody's hiring. It's not because people don't want to work, it's because nobody's hiring. When it gets cold outside, less people leave their house. Less people want to go out to eat. Less people want to go eat in places. People want to do DoorDash and like go through drive-throughs. They're not gonna want to, sit down and have somebody wait on them. So if you wanna get like a waitressing job or something, it's gonna be harder because they can't pay you because they're not making money. Like that's common sense. If people aren't coming in and eating in the restaurant, they're not making money. The restaurant is not making money because nobody's, yeah, you get my point. And I live in a very small area, literally two grocery stores, and that's it. Okay, I'm talking shopping wise. There's two grocery stores. All right, I think we have like three gas stations. Um, and like we have like two fast food places and two sit down places, and that's it. Okay, the rest is just woods. So like where I live, I literally get one bar on my phone. And I live in town, all right? I live in town. There's only one bar in my room. I only get one bar of reception in my room. So bad, bruh. So bad. But like yeah, it's so hard to get jobs around here. But in the summer, all right? For the younger people, people in their early 20s and like coming straight out of high school and who are in high school, it's super easy to get a job in the summer because all of those people that we do have, like the fast food restaurants, um, they're hiring and they have people constantly coming in and out of the door. You got high schoolers who are like, man, I don't like this job, and they quit after a week, so they got an open spot. Or they got old people who are like, man, it's starting, like work's getting too hard, I'm gonna settle down, and they quit. All right, it's easy to get job in summer, and because like farmers and stuff, they're constantly needing little helping hands. That's not my thing. Thank you, not my thing. So yeah, it's easy to get work in the summer. Winter it's really hard because nobody's making money. Not even the farmers, because crops are dying. Um, that is so cute. Look, it looks like a little mouth. You can't even see it, but it's like talking. It's cold outside, so it's like the farmers like it's cold, so crops aren't doing good, and um, restaurants aren't doing good because nobody's coming in, and like we don't get much tourists in the winter time because nobody wants to come through when it's cold outside. You can't camp if it's freezing unless some people do. All right, some people do, but like most people come down here to go swimming and all that stuff and go fishing, for the water, and the water is cold and it's frozen over, so they're like, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get a job, and I'm gonna get it right before cold season, right, ripe out of summer, about to be, right when it starts to get a little chilly, November, right when it starts to get chilly. You're like, oh, Madison, well, why would you yep. Why would you wait right before cold season? Well, because the place that I want to get a job at is the type of place who isn't gonna fire you, because they can't pay you. It's a place that is big enough worldwide, so it's like they one employee isn't their problem. And when it gets cold outside like that, they're not gonna have anybody else. Like a lot of people aren't gonna want to drive on the roads. A lot of people aren't gonna want to come in because it's cold outside. And this place is constantly needing employees. I think that's like this place. I think is like one of the only places in my town that is hiring year round without an issue, and they're always needing more employees. Also, it's not McDonald's. Before you think about it, it's not McDonald's. Okay, no offense to the people who work at McDonald's. I would never work at McDonald's. No, man, so why would you do that? Because our McDonald's is dangerous, bro. I'm not trying to get shanked at McDonald's. I wouldn't work at McDonald's. Don't get me wrong. Okay, I love McDonald's. I don't love it. It's kind of mid. Y'all are probably gonna hate on me for that, but I don't love McDonald's. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of like meat, period. Like burgers and stuff, I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan of the government. Sorry. I'm not a big fan of like burgers and stuff. I like Subway. I love Subway. Um, 'Cause it's got fresh sandwiches. Or like Panera bread. Panera, they got soup. I like soups. I like light foods. I don't like burgers and like hot dogs and that stuff's not my thing. Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of Sonic or McDonald's. They're the same thing. I think Sonic is better quality though. Also, I would so get a job at Sonic, but mm-mm. The only reason is one because of my age, and two because it's too cramped. Like, have you seen Sonic's like their buildings? They're so small, so small. I don't feel like being cheek to cheek with somebody all day long. How long have I been recording? Okay, 17 minutes. They're so small, and I hate small spaces. And you're like, Madison, well, your room's tiny. There's only one of me in this room, okay? That doesn't bother me. Only one of me in this whole room, alright? And I'm not some giant person, so that's fine, okay? I don't take up much room. My bed, I only take up like that much of it. No, I'm just kidding. Like, I only take up. You see where that bear's foot is? Alright, that's where my feet end up at. Because I curl up in a ball when I sleep. I don't take up much room in this room. It's not crowded. This is the most spacious room I've ever had. Right? I like my room. I have a lot of siblings, so I've spent most of my life sharing rooms. It's like um this is my second room by myself, like having my own room. But like my very first room that I had by myself, oh no, that one was big. The very first room I had by myself was pretty big because I had my mom and stepdad's old room. That was my first boot room by myself. It was when we were like living in this one house and they were like remodeling it or whatever. And then when I had my second room by myself, it was tiny. It was literally like okay, it was like this. It was basically, you see where my bed's at. My bed's at touching the wall. Okay, now you see where Daryl's at. Where Daryl is at? He's like right where Daryl's arm is, the arm that's closest to the bedside table. That's basically how wide the room was. There was literally room for a bed, like a little dresser right here, and then there was the closet. The closet was what took up most of the room, and then I had like it was long. It wasn't really wide. It was long, so it was like I had room for my dresser and my TV and stuff right here, and then like next to my bed, I had like this much extra space to walk through, and then I had my bookshelf right there. It was a cozy little room though. Don't get me wrong. The property was really pretty, and I liked my room. It was pretty. I'm not. I don't really care. I don't care. I'd much rather live in a small house than a giant mansion. Okay, it's easier for me to navigate and easier to clean. But this is like since then, this is the biggest room I've had. But yeah. Sorry, guys. Also, I didn't record not just because I didn't have schoolwork or I had schoolwork, but because I was sick, like sick bad. I had massive migraines. I was congested really bad, and I was like choking on my saliva like every 5 seconds because I was so congested. I think I had like a sinus infection or something, but I've been taking a lot of medicine. Good medicine. Don't worry. I'm not saying bad medicine. I mean, I've literally been taking kids cough syrup, okay? Kids. All right. kids' cough syrup. I'm not a kid, okay? But I'm taking kids' cough syrup. You know why? You know why? Because I don't like taking medicine. It's non-drowsy, so I don't get tired from it. But now my allergy medicine makes me so tired. I took it yesterday, like like afternoon. I slept so hard that night. I slept so good last night. It was crazy. I had a dream. I know I'm talking a lot, but I've missed y'all so much. I had a dream last night. I was a mafia boss. Yeah, hard to believe, right? Not really. I'm kind of bad like that. No, I'm just kidding. I was a mafia boss. Why is my hair curling or like waving? Yeah, when my hair gets wet, it gets really wavy. Not really wavy, but like, like weird wavy. Anyhow, I was a mafia boss and it was like all women. It was like a giant feminist pack. I'm just kidding. But like we walked into this bank, right? And we had briefcases and they had like, in them, and we were like carrying them, and I guess we were doing like a business transaction with like the CEO or whatever, and he had us walk into this vault with these briefcases, and we were like in these like suits, but they were like the super like the lawyer, the women's lawyer kind of suit, that has like it tightens up on the waist and then kind of goes out like this, and then has the straight leg pants, and then we had like the little wedges on, the heels or whatever. We had our hair all pulled up, and we were just like walking to the safes, and we got to the safes, and we like swapped these suitcases out with cha-ching suitcases, which are suitcases with money in them. And then we went back to my giant penthouse, and uh which was a crazy dream, bro. Went back to my giant penthouse, and we just like partied. Don't worry, we didn't do none of the. No, I would never. First of all, I'm not a fan of the government. I'm just kidding. I'm not a fan of that kind of stuff. I would never. I would never touch that. That's bad for you. I don't want to die. Thank you. Um. Anyways, we just like literally like we it was just like we like it was like we just like all in the living room. Everybody was just talking and like eating like charcuterie boards. It was like the cheese and fancy meats and stuff. And then I woke up and I was like, man, that was wild. I would never do that in real life, but that was wild. I was just like, man, whoa, that's a crazy dream. Normally my dreams are like zombie apocalypse and stuff, just because I like play so much zombie games and like horror games. Um, which is crazy to me. But yeah, I was just like, man, that's a crazy dream. That's a crazy dream. Um, like I said, I've been learning Japanese, right? Right. Um, and I've learned to like say like basic like greetings and like basic phrases, and I've like learned how to ask for certain things like green tea and rice and water, curry. Um, I've learned how to like say something tastes good or something's bad, like stuff like that. You're on my little journey. Also, you're probably wondering why I haven't, because I said I was gonna do those vlogs or whatever, but then I said I probably wasn't going to because that camera's so bad. Yeah, because that camera's so bad, and I need to get a new memory card, and I'm not gonna go spend extra money on that camera because, like, literally, dude, the quality on that camera so booty. It looks like a VHS tape. It's got like the little lines and it goes all the way down the screen over and over again. I don't like that. Okay, I don't like that at all. It looks bad. Um. I'm still congested, by the way. But yeah. Anywho, I'm trying to think of what else to talk about. When I start freaking working, I'll actually have the money to buy a real camera. I think I'm just gonna wait till I do vlogs and blogs or whatever when I have my own real apartment or like house or whatever. I'm obviously gonna get an apartment first. Who freaking buys a starter house? You have to have money for that. Unless it's like a small little cute house, but like there's no small little cute houses where I'm from, so there's an apartment or a home. You pick one. So, and I want an apartment. I want something smaller, for a starter. But my hair looks so bad. I'm so sorry. This lighting makes me look fat. croissant, so chow, girly pop slay. Pretend like I never said that. That did nothing at all. It just made me more white, but why not? I've looked so good these last couple days because I've been like doing my makeup every day, do my hair every day, and I don't do it today, and it just happens to be the day that I get the energy to record, and not it at all. Mm-mm-mm. But it's okay. It's alright. It's alright. We're chilling. We're chilling. We're thugging, right? I don't know what that was. Also, look at my Stanley. It's lilac. Turn this thing off. I want you guys to see it. It's lilac. Isn't it pretty? You're probably like, Madison, why is the straw already red? I literally got this yesterday. Also, the straw is not stained. I'm just drinking like one of those like little sugar-free flavor packets out of it, and it's a red flavor packet. But literally, these straws, I love plastic straws of any kind because when you when you wash them, it just goes so clean so fast. It makes me so happy because I love clean things. My bed is made so messy. That bothers me. I need to vacuum my floor. Can y'all see the giant jar of Vaseline? You see that like clear jar in my bedstand? That is a whole thing of Vaseline. I have another one right here. You're probably like, Madison, why do you like Vaseline so much? Because of the way I grew up, Vaseline is for everything. Lips. You get a boo boo, you put some Vaseline on it, okay? Aquaphor, Vaseline, cocoa butter, all that stuff. This is cocoa butter petroleum jelly, which is just Vaseline, but it's like cocoa butter but Vaseline. I put this one on my lips just because I love the smell of cocoa butter. It smells so good to me. Look how clean it is. I scoop so clean. But yeah, that one's real Vaseline, but this one's just the knockoff petroleum jelly. It's literally from Dollar Tree, but it's cocoa butter scent, and I love it. I just put this on my lips, because I like the way it smells. And it's, good for you. Duh. Um, anywho, yeah, but I'm a big fan of Vaseline because like my hands get dry really easy because I have that weird textured skin on my hands. I got workers' hands, okay? I don't have pretty little feminine hands. I have workers' hands. Sorry. See, look at my hands. Like these are not, these aren't the designated like princess hands. These are the like pick up a truck and throw it across the city type hands. I'm sorry. I can't help it, okay? Got them from my mom. We both got workers' hands. But, anyways, they get dry. And so I just put like Vaseline and like layers of Vaseline and lotion all over my hands all the time because the second I put any form of moisture on my hands literally absorb it. And so, and so, what was I gonna say? And so I'm constantly reapplying moisturizers on my hands. Same thing with my face. My face dries out fast. So what I do with my face is I put on this like light non-oily lotion, oil-free lotion. And it helps. And I only put it in certain spots because like some spots on my face will actually like they just kind of do their own thing, and then other spots get dry because I have dry patches. So it's like I put it like dry. I put moisturizer right here and right here, right here, here, and like in between my eyes and on my eyebrows, and then like on my jawline and my neck, and that's all I have to put it because the rest of the spots are broke out because they're oily. So I just wash. I wash a lot. Um, yeah, but I've been recording for 30 minutes. I think that's good enough. Um, that's all I gotta say. Yeah, I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. And that's my little update. I don't know when the next time I'll probably post. I don't know. Whenever it happens, it happens. I'll talk to you later. Be safe, stay safe, sleep good. If you're going to bed anytime soon, when you do go to bed, okay, when you decide to go to sleep, sleep good. When you decide to start your day, have a good day. When you decide to eat, eat good. Drink lots of water. Yeah, drink lots of water. All right, love y'all. Bye bye.